Todd. Good nobbin. Buckeyes are on. You're going live. We're going live. I can't show it. I doubt it, but you can get my reaction. Not a positive play. Miami coach, he's quoted as saying earlier, it'd be line of scrimmage. NFL, high school, flag football. He who controls the line of scrimmage controls the game. Big gain there, though. Oh, no flag. Go. I don't think maybe you could catch it anyway. But let's look. I applaud the creativity on punt formation these days. And to be honest, isn't it more like high school now? Because there were certain positions you just couldn't kick from. Just didn't make any sense, so you went for it. 4th and 8 at the other team's 40. We don't have a kicker for that. It's going to kick it in the end zone. Might as well go for it. Now that they go for it a lot more. That's cool. Analytics. I don't really care for that crap, but watching the Buckeyes. Except right now, it's a commercial. Same old commercials. Oh. Didn't know I was going to be questioned about it, but all right. Well, hopefully it'll be a happy new year, but that's different broadcast right now. I'm watching Buckeyes. Which, while we have a commercial, they'll come back and they'll probably show something from the 2003 national championship game about pass interference. And see, what everybody fails to remember, that during that said game, there was a pass that Chris Gamble clearly was in bounds. He was ruled out of bounds. He went out on his own, and therefore the pass was incomplete, and the Buckeyes had to punt. They kicked the ball back off to Miami, who then drove, and tied the game up and all, everything, or went ahead or whatever. I can't, I'm not getting into that. What I am saying is everybody conveniently forgets that the game was over. But from out of nowhere, Chris Gamble stepped out of bounds on his own, and therefore blah blah. And the replay showed that he did not. It was a Buckeyes first down. Game goes on. Everybody conveniently forgets about that. They go right to the controversy, of which it was pass interference. Dude never turned around. He interfered with Chris Gamble. Get over it. You were supposed to win by 4 touchdowns, and that's what it is. See, everybody was just like, the Buckeyes don't even belong on the same field as this team in Miami with the Willie. He's at this game. He was pretty good in the pros too. Willie, I'll remember his name, and uh, Dorsey, the quarterback, Dorsey, and who else was on that team? There was a couple other pros on that team, and they were supposed to wipe the floor with Ohio State by 4 touchdowns. What was his name? Trevor something on ESPN that got ripped about it because that's all he talked about was, oh, this game was a blowout, blah blah blah, and then from New Year's on or the day after the game, that night he just started getting ripped, ratioed for sure, or whatever that means. I don't know these new kid jargon. I only remember my slang from when I was a kid. Far out, far out, groovy. You know. Ooh, nice run. Miami can move the ball. He fumbled, got it back. Yeah, he fumbled and covered it up. Dude trying to draw a penalty. Hmm. Is there? Didn't get much there. Gonna be 3rd and 3 for Miami. Can I do that? I don't know. Can I kind of give a synopsis of what's going on? Nice catch. Well, the drive continues here. As a Buckeyes fan, my concern is Carson Beck. He's got some playing time under him. He's a veteran. But one thing you got all kinds of talent on Buckeyes defense. They're pretty sure tacklers most of the time. And they're not playing exactly hard yet lose. You know, if you played football, you know you're probably here in the middle of end of the first quarter. Now you're starting to get loose. Second quarter, you'd be more relaxed. It'll flow more. He's a good quarterback. I mean, was at Georgia. He'd still be at Georgia, except he moved on. So that whatever kid, uh, I can't remember the kid. Alzheimer's. I got Alzheimer's. Guys, want to hear a funny story? Anybody out there watching? You want to hear funny? I'm a Buckeyes fan. So apparently I'm from Ohio. Even though I live right here, Knoxville is like I could throw a stone and hit Knoxville. It's my ancestral home. This is where my family's from. Both sides of my family, my mom and dad. They moved into Ohio for jobs in the 50s. And I was born in Ohio. But I'm not a Browns fan. Anybody that's ever seen any of my videos knows I'm a Dolphins fan. Browns have the ugliest uniforms, plus if you know anything about history of football, the Browns are cursed. Even uh, Paul Brown, the founder of the Browns, said, "Don't name the team after me," and the town named the team after him. Browns. Mind you, in the history of football, to my knowledge, and I could be wrong, I'm old and Alzheimer'd up. Ah, excuse me. Excuse me. It's grandma's got the what walking farts, but Papa's got the trying to get up burps. Um, the first football club was Canton Bulldogs, and I believe Jim Thorpe played on that team, and that he went back and forth between the reservation over at Carlisle, Pennsylvania, to Canton to play during the season, and back and forth to go to school, or he was required something. I can't remember the book exactly, but this book on Jim Thorpe and him playing for. But apparently, the Canton Bulldogs were the first football club. So instead of naming the Browns the Cleveland Bulldogs, Boneyard Dogs, something to do with dogs, nah, they named them Browns. At least Cincinnati got the hint, called their team the Bengals, and have the coolest helmets in the damn league, right? Uh oh. Kraken isn't released. The Kraken's awake. I hear it trilling. Oh, oh, it's tuckered out. It went back to slumber. It went back to slumber. It had woken briefly, twirled around, and laid back down. We had a tremendous workout earlier, her and I. Not too much damage. She takes it easy on Dad. Ever see these cat videos where they're faster than a snake? I gotta wonder. I'm an old man and I baffle her. So starting to wow. Starting to forget my mantra. Don't believe nothing you hear and only half of what you see. But I do know cats are fast. Well, Miami moving the ball against this NFL defense. Against my NFL defense. Ouch. Sorry. Looks like he got the first down, so it'll be first and goal. Miami ain't knocking on the door. But Buckeyes are hard to get in the end zone on. The hardest. Oh, I thought he got a first down. Looks like he's short. 3rd and 2. Nice play. Nice play. Miami jumps up. Nice play. That's kind of what I expect out of Carson Beck, though, truthfully. Something like that. A clever call. Knowing when to call, you check into it and all. I mean, he's ready for the NFL. Well, the reason that odds makers give the Buckeyes 71% chance to win this game. Those guys got money on the line, so they're pretty freaking accurate. So, wow. Miami jumps out first. It's the beginning of the second quarter. Upstairs has had a look to see their defensive formations. They'll probably, if I were the Buckeyes and Ryan Day, I'd kind of start working the tight end into the offense a little more. Keep with the running game because Bo Jackson's going to get some yards. Throw the tight ends a little more. Right in through here, while still got to make sure you work in Carnell Tate and Smith. This commercial. It's never thought in 2025 we'd have drugs that can help us lose weight, and people are criticizing other people for taking those drugs. All over culture. It's not policy. Policy would be cutting, would it hurt people if you cut SNAP benefits? One party says, yes, it would hurt people. The other party says, no, let's cut those SNAP benefits and give them in tax breaks to the wealthy. That would be policy. Criticizing people for wanting to be the gender of whatever they care. What's that hurt you? If it's not hurting you, then why do you care? How does it hurt you? In what way is someone wanting to dress or born female wanting to be male and vice versa? Is it the bathroom issue? Add another bathroom, a unisex bathroom, problem solved, right? So whoever is in there understands that whoever else is in there could possibly be of different gender. So who cares now? How's that hurt your feelings? Magrats, god damn it. You people are stubborn as fuck, man. Damn. I'll give you an example. Got him. There's Jeremiah Smith right there, baby. But god damn, Magrats. Imagine if that was Biden doing what Trump is doing, acting like a king. You'd be throwing a fit. You'd be demanding the Republicans check his ass. But when Trump tries to get checked, oh no, it's a crime if you check this dear leader. That's a cult, man. Pick a side. Are you for we the people? There is no more middle class. Reagan destroyed the middle class with the reversal of taxes that favor the wealthy now. Instead, under Democratic rule from the 40s to the 80s, prior to Reaganomics, when Democrats held the House and the Senate, it was mostly Democratic policies that favored in taxes that favored the middle class, that gave tax breaks to the middle class and taxed the wealthy. Reagan changed all that, and look at what happened. There is no more middle class. It's the working poor and the working class. No matter how white my skin, it's still not the same color as their white. So I don't know what all you celebrities are doing. Nicki Minaj, oh, that's right. You have legal problems you need a pardon for in your family. And that's the truth. Accepted. Nice. Oh, Buckeyes down 14-0. Ouch. That hurts. Big play though, isn't it? That's what's called a game changer. Game changer. Could possibly be a game winner, really. In the second quarter. Depends on Julian Sand. Shaking it off. He hit a big play. And again, but I'll bet the odds are changed now. They're like, what? Big play. One thing's for sure, Miami came to play. For sure, didn't they? going to be an interesting game now. Real interesting. Tell you what, that's the kind of play you dream about right there. Hey, Julian saying, dude, one white shirt, you can't judge. I mean, did you? He must have expected him to what? Get blocked? I don't think he could at that point in time without it being a penalty. But truthfully, really, isn't it? I mean, when Biden was in office, hey, check his ass, check his ass, check his ass. And now that Trump's in office, you don't care what he does, or to who, or if he's in files and he's trying to hide the files. I mean, that's your big tell right there, right? He ran on he ran on releasing the files. And now he says, I hardly knew the guy. Come on, man. You've seen him, Jeffrey, like, you know, all the, and that's the problem, see? It's the mag rats are the mouthpiece, are the foot soldiers for the wealthy. The wealthy have them convinced somehow that Reaganomics or Trumponomics, make America great, take tariffs, and we'll all be rich. And we all know anybody that's took a general business, even in high school, you learn about tariffs in high school if you take general business. That it's a tax on the people because it's a tax on the importer. The importer is always going to pass that on to the consumer. And wow, the higher the tariffs, the more they pass it on to the consumer. That's why we had the free trade agreement. We had tariffs on specific items. And I don't know how that would it be items that we already have. So if you want to sell them in our country, it's a higher tariff because, hey, we already make that. So why would we want more in our country? You want to sell it though, higher tariff. But then you have the greed. Like the guy said, you could have a American-made radio and a Chinese-made radio, and the Chinese-made radio goes up $5 or $10 to $20. And to stay competitive, the American company will raise theirs to $18.99, just underneath, you know. It was just $10. You raised it $8. Well, we want to stay in competition with well, don't you think if you'd sell more if you kept them at $10? Well, it was $20, twice as much to get a Chinese radio? No, they don't see it that way, that they'd make more money that way. No, they wouldn't make more money if they raised the price on the consumer. See, we're supposed to enjoy, right? We're supposed to enjoy the spoils of our labors with the wealthy. That's the contract. We the people, the Article 1, we elect you. But instead, for millions of dollars in donors, the donor class, so there's only two classes. There's two classes, right? The donor class that buy our legislatures, state, local, federal, right? And then the working class, and we pay our representatives $174,000 a year. We pay the orange turd $425,000, $450,000 a year out of our taxpayer dollars, and he wants $250 million from us for a ballroom. And how much for a ballroom? $300. But he destroyed the building. but you're not in a cult. Then you must be crybabies, right? MAGA must be just a bunch of two-faced crybabies, because all they did was cry about Joe Biden. Oh, check his ass, overreach, overreach. He can't cut student loan on his own. He can't just unilaterally decide to cut debt for people who are in massive debt. He can't just do that. And then along comes Trump. Along comes Trump. Through executive order. Lay down, girl. Ouch. Miami dominating this first half, actually. Ouch. That's going to leave a mark. Maybe the Buckeyes can pin them deep. Hold them. Right, folks. MAGA are either cult or they're just a bunch of crybabies. Because if this was the Democrats doing it, and the Democrats are allowed to do it now, right? The precedent has set, right? So if Gavin comes in and just, or anybody else, Pritzker, anybody comes in and just starts signing executive orders, clearing everybody's debt and taking away the billionaires' money and giving it back to the people, you'd be okay with giving it back to the people, though, wouldn't you? Because you don't care. You got loyalty to nobody, really, MAGA. You got loyalty to nobody. At least we liberals have a loyalty to the rest of us. Real Americans. The working poor. The blue collar. The ones that actually get it done. I mean, for real. Come on. Obama said that billionaires didn't do it on their own. And they didn't. Yeah, did they start the company? Did they start the printing press? Did they start the actual physical? Did they make the product right away? Yeah. And then they built it into a factory and other people now build it. And then other people have turned them into a conglomerate. So no, they had help. They had the sweat of the people that made their asses billionaires. And that's what Obama meant, you morons. But you're too stupid because you only focused on one part of what he said. Because you don't have a deep thought in your heads. Jesus. MAGA. Wow, what happened? Did you just lose track after 8th grade? What happened? Did your nuts drop and you just totally forget everything after that, y'all? Jesus. H. crud. So they're either in a cult because only one man can fix it, and he ain't fixing shit. Fixing to destroy this country. Reagan destroyed it with Reaganomics. I'm still waiting for that trickle down shit. We give tax breaks, massive tax breaks to the wealthy. It'll trickle down to you. Yeah, how? How are they buying 6 yachts and that's trickling down? Are they raffling off one to us or some shit? How's that trickling down to us? It didn't. It was a lie. That's all Republicans have, and that's all Christians and conservatives have are lies. That's all they have are lies. Culture wars. Oh, it's the purple-haired, rainbow-haired people that are killing you, and the brown-skinned people. Oh, just, I'm so scared of the black-skinned people. What are you scared about? Christ, if you ever got to know black people, they're hilarious. They're some of the funniest people in the fucking world, man. Red Fox. I grew up on black comedy. Jesus H. Christ. I mean, it's disappointing about Bill Cosby, but when you're a kid, he was hilarious. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream and chicken heart and all that, man. And we all watched Fat Albert. It's disappointing that he was like that. Expect better. We expect to be knights in shining armor, and we ain't. The problem with these kids is they don't know how. Read a damn book about knights and chivalry and all that and act how you act like a goddamn man. One is you don't hurt women. And here we have somebody in the White House who, we all know what he's done. We heard the rumors even back then. Jesus H. Christ. People, morons, you're in a cult. Get out of it. This country was built on immigrants. Unless you were born here, like my Native American ancestors were. I'm part Cherokee, believe it or not. And I don't give a fuck if you believe me or not. You're all immigrants. This whole Somali thing from a 23-year-old know-nothing who's just trying to gain a name for himself, who just lied, more or less. His evidence is locked door, really, in this day and age of shootings. You think you can just walk into damn daycare, especially with cameras and all kinds of stuff? You're probably scared the crap out of them. But yeah, that's evidence of fraud. Jesus Christ. And if the government did freeze aid, all aid because of it to Minnesota, shame on you. That's just ridiculous. A 23-year-old know-nothing. He's 23 years old, stirring up shit, and you fall for it? How freaking dumb is this administration? This is a Third Reich, for sure. But definitely a White Reich wannabe. Jesus H. Christ. Buckeye's in a hole. He's off. Got it. Carson Beck's the difference in this game, along with a big old touchdown, pick six. Yeah. But he's controlling. He's helping to control the line of scrimmage by being able to run. Scramble. Karma, what? Let's see if he went down there sooner. I don't know. No, girl. No. He dives. Where's his knee down at? Boom. So 30, 27, 32. He's close. He's close to first down. Karma. I made some chili dogs. Baked them in the oven. And she's dying. I don't see any. Looks like first down to me. Wow. I believe he said it was horse shit. I'd go for it. Nah, I'd go for it. He's controlled. Yeah, if off chance that the Buckeyes stop him. And there's a decent chance Buckeyes could stop him and have that. But, man, that's a hard kick. And it takes the Miami bounce down to the 8, down to the 9. Boy, everything is coming up Miami. Look like right now the college football gods are on the side of Miami. Although not right there. I mean, if they're estimating really? You're estimating where he went down at and that it was short. Did somebody jump on the line and go, hey, yeah, this is Johnny Two Dogs. We won't be down before that. We need to. Ohio State's a 23-point favorite now. Come on. No, I'm joking. That's a joke, man. Don't come knocking at my door. Come on, man. Please don't. It's just a mob joke, man. Hey, man, I thought for a long time my football coach was in the mob. I wasn't too sure, man. Coach DePietro. Everybody from Crossline know Coach DePietro back then. I doubt I can talk about it on. No, I can't. Oh, those do look good, man. Them brownies. Uh, 3 brownie thingy. Alarm just went off. No. No. Carmi. No. Probably neighbors. I got the TV turned down that way. There ain't no copyright bullshit or some shit. Well, Buckeyes better get this offense moving. Julian better make some better throws, better decisions. O-line better do a little bit of better job blocking. But I think Ryan Day is smart enough offensive coordinator to know how to slow up a pass rush like this. Damn. Miami just playing a swarming defense. Where's that been all year? Has it been there all year? I really haven't watched Miami but a couple games. Looks like a really good defense. I really don't know what Sands' problem is. He's panicking because Ohio State's defense going to have to make a big play. Will he? So everybody, this is New Year's Eve. So, Happy New Year. New Year's Eve. It's going to be the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration. Nice catch. For those that were lucky enough to be alive for 200 in 1976, remember that? That was pretty cool. It ain't gonna be like this. This is the most 250th year, and it's gonna be one of the most turbulent in our nation's lifetime. And our nation depends on it, really. Somehow we gotta shake this MAGA shit, this racism. It needs to move along. Look, white people, you're always gonna be here somewhat, but you're not the majority, never have been. There's always been more natives here, and then more immigrants, and natives combined as the majority, really. Get over it. Plus, you're on stolen land. You took it. Come on, man. Really, I don't know why the natives didn't come together as peoples and just slaughter you while you were here early on. And every time you came, just slaughter you. And wave after wave. What are you going to bring, everybody? But that's just my personal opinion. And maybe I wouldn't be here because of it. I do have native blood, so somewhat. I'd have been born here. Point is, man, it's all. Are you racist or not, MAGA? Really? I mean, if you needed a heart transplant, would you take a black man's heart? Because if you're really racist, you wouldn't take a black man's heart. You'd go ahead and allow yourself to die, right? Because you certainly wouldn't take a black man's heart. If you would take a black man's heart, you're not really racist. You're just an asshole. You'd let that shit go. I come from a whole town in Crestline, Ohio. Come on now. Y'all know you are. Hell, I came to Tennessee to get away from racism. It's less racist down here in Tennessee than it is in Ohio. And the white nationalists are only like an hour away. That camp, Liberation Front or white National Front for whiteness or some shit. The White Right Brotherhood or some shit down there at Tellico Plains. That's what they are. They're white right. Come on, man. They're neo-Nazis. See, a lot of you know the swastika they use is backwards. The real German rune goes the other way, and it's a good luck symbol, but it's tainted now. Finds him. Nice. That was a 4th and 2. So they're either in the cult or the crybabies, right? Backstabbers. Because everything you're taught that you want the liberals and Democrats to do, play fair. You liberals and Democrats aren't playing fair. Well, you're not. You MAGA don't negotiate in good faith. You negotiate in backstabbing bad faith. Can't trust a word you say. You can't even trust a word that your MAGA leader says. He's going to release the files. He ain't released the files. Now what? They find 5 million new files? Really? 5 million new files? So it's going to take months to get them out? Does this look surprised? Products go up. Workers' wages don't go up. Workers get crapped on. Workers make the wealth. We're the wealthiest nation on, but we're not the wealthiest nation. How can we be the wealthiest nation on earth when we got 42 million people on SNAP benefits and the wealthy crying about their taxes, which they pay very little of, going to that SNAP benefit while telling the MAGA that it's going to illegals? And you believe it, MAGA. You're either in a cult or you're willingly backstabbing the rest of us with your culture war. All be over your racism. Right? It's over your racism. A black man was in the office and he did a pretty damn good job. Got us the ACA. Oh, but it's expensive, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but it wasn't. Well, the subsidies, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, your corporate subsidy. Oh, man, look into corporate tax. It's almost like you cannot argue with people who are crybabies. Who, if my guy does it, it's okay, but if your guy does it, that's not fair. He can't do that. And that's what MAGA is. That's what they're doing. Even though these Epstein files, this woman that got on and said 13, 14, 15-year-old girls that are getting paid know what they're doing. Woman, you are ridiculous. You have to be out of your mind. Maybe they know that money is there to shut them up, but they've been told that they will be hurt, or God forbid their family be hurt. But to say they knew what they were doing is just beyond humane. Wow. And you wonder why Hillary called you deplorable. It's because you think that it's okay for a man to diddle 13, 14, 15-year-olds. I mean, Trump knew what was going on. He was sending, the emails say he was sending them over to Epstein's mansion, girls to massage him, and he knew what massage meant. And people are going to defend that. Horrible that in 2020 we got people that are going to defend that don't see that we universally don't see that 100% as being wrong. Another loss. Gonna be 3rd and long. My alarm just went off again. They have a specific time and it went past. They know they were supposed to go out at 8 and we missed it because Buckeyes came home. So they've been trying to get me to go outside. That's what they. So every little bit of noise they're gonna bark at, thinking that I'm gonna go let them out and see what's going on. They're nosy. Huh, Deuce. Carmy. What, baby? No. Tell you what, somebody give me $1 million and I'll cut this off on live. Wow, everything is going Miami's way. Wow. Now they down it at the 2. Nicely done. Gonna be for where he caught it. Wow, I didn't realize Buckeyes were getting shut out. Wow. Maybe Ohio State can get out of this hole, maybe go down and get a field goal. They get the second half kick. I mean, that's the best case scenario. Well, best case scenario is they somehow get a huge play here, get 7 on the board, and then 7 more to start and tie the game. But truthfully, best case scenario is they get a field goal out of this and then maybe get a touchdown to start the second half. If they make the adjustments somehow you got to decide on what you're going to do or how you're going to slow up pass rush, whether it be swing pass, quick screen pass, whether it be back screen pass to the back screen pass or wide receiver screen passes. You know, some quick hitters, Um, play action up the middle. Draw pass. Uh, you know, either draw or pass. You know, throwing in to the blitz, making those adjustments. On defense, just tighten it up on the outsides. Tighten it up so it doesn't make it that easy for Carson Beck. Let Carson Beck use his legs, tire him out. Now they're moving the ball. There might be some of the second half adjustments that they're making them here before halftime. Jesus Christ, he slammed him to the ground, man. He never had it. No, never had it. Yeah, that should have been a flag. Well, they're enjoying a good game. Yeah, but it's third down. Get up. Come on, come on. Oh, he got it off. First down. Oh, he got it off. Get up, get up. All right, who's stopping the clock? Who's stopping the clock here? Miami calls a timeout. Actually, that's not a bad timeout, really. He's given up, got not gashed real bad, but he's given up some plays. They've given up some large chunks of real estate and call a timeout and give his pass rush a little air, a little bit of water, a little bit of air. I think it's a good timeout by Miami. Not gonna be, not gonna lie, I'm surprised. But I thought it'd be more like 14-14, 17-14. Buckeyes hanging on. But remember, we got to pick 6. So the offense for Miami's only got 7 points. All right, timeout. Buckeyes need a timeout. Yeah, use theirs. So the second down. You won't go up there on second down and then sling the ball away trying to get a first down. Go ahead, call a timeout, get a play called. Get 2 play called. Right here, I'd strike with Tate and Johnson. Send them both in. Run one of the tight ends or both, but at least one of the tight ends down the seam. Probably with Tate on Tate's side. Leave Jeremiah out there one-on-one. And then probably swing it back out Jeremiah's side. He about knocked the ball out. Nice job, saying. Good decision, throwing it out. Really is. Because they can get 3 out of this. And that'll be. Fielding can make it. We're going to have to see. You missed it. Way off the mark. Well, people, I got to take these dogs out. Nice chatting with you. Adios. Sayonara.